Good morning. Welcome back to geology. So today I'm going to walk through an assignment that incorporates a couple of different things, some notes, an activity, and then how to submit that activity through Kami. So let me kind of go through just a couple of things here. So the first thing I just want to talk about is what that looks like on Canvas. So I am going to pull up our website, which is right here. And then a couple of different things. Once again, always good to kind of pop in here first. I feel like this is going to be the more detailed pieces of information. So we went through and we talked about what the syllabus looks like. We talked about the Google form. Hopefully you've already got that accomplished. Wednesday, the August 26th was something kind of fun. Hopefully you've enjoyed my mashup of different movies that I think have some interesting points with Earth science. So, and then you completed the assignment there through a text box or a file upload if you wanted to do a Google Doc or a Word document. Today we're going to be working here with a couple of different things. So the first is just how I'm going to show you how to use Kami first, and then we'll go through. There will be a video here that you'll be able to click on. That is the video of the PowerPoint that is also right here, and you can click right on it. It should hopefully open up for you in a new browser, and so you always have those there. I always find if I'm giving you a PowerPoint that it would probably be a good idea to take some notes with that. It's going to be helpful because at some point we are going to have to take a test or a quiz, or there's going to be some type of project. So I don't feel that it's that big of an idea to, I guess, ask you to take some notes virtually. Just get out a sheet of notebook paper. Things will be, what I'm kind of pointing out is what I'll want you to kind of put in. And then, we'll be able to all kind of, if we are able to come back to school, we'll be able to kind of add to that. There are going to be a lot of drawings in this class and other things that kind of go along with that. I feel like it's a really tangible class. So that's the PowerPoint there. And then this is the assignment that you can click on. And it's going to take you right to the assignment in Calendar. So you can access this assignment here, or I can get Calendar to pull up. There we go. So it's also right here. And then once again, you're clicking on. So two ways to get to it. Once you've completed it, it will check it off of your to-do list, but thought I'd show you the two different ways. So we'll have that video here, I promise. Just kind of chunking my way through some of this. But part of it is that I want, once again, with Earth science and geology, part of what we're really looking at is a lot of observations. So we're going to be looking at how can we make qualitative decisions and how can we make quantitative decisions, or I guess I shouldn't use the word decisions, but more how can we describe something and how can we give some data to it too. So geology is kind of like a big mystery thing, and we'll talk about that a lot. It's actually one of the newer sciences. Biology, chemistry, and physics were around way before geology, and then everyone kind of looked around and be like, well, we know nothing about the Earth. And there's actually really some interesting things. We've been to the moon as humans more than we've been to the bottom of our oceans. There have been technically more human beings that have walked on the moon, that have dove, that's the word I was looking for, dove down to the deepest part of the oceans. Actually, there's only been 3 gentlemen that have done that in the history of all mankind, down to the bottom of some of the deepest parts of the ocean, the trenches. So we'll kind of talk about some of these things that, there's been a lot of oops before we've gotten some things right. We'll talk about that process quite a bit. But today, your activity is to go outside and make some qualitative decisions, looking at just what is around you. And so you're just going to click in here, and the real goal is to get you used to using Kami, which is a web platform that allows you to kind of write over top of another text. So as you can see, it's pulled up this worksheet, Spheres of the Earth, kind of goes along with the PowerPoint. Oh my gosh, look at your directions. Go outside. I hope you can handle it. I think you can, hopefully. So I'm going to ask you to go outside and find 12 things that you can see and put each item in a category of sphere in which one it belongs to, meaning it could be a blade of grass, a flower, a rock. Maybe it is some water that is left over from, maybe it rained recently, or whatever it is that you find. Try not to do trash. We're going to try to avoid the environmental impact of us not being very kind and throwing trash down, but see what you can find. And so how you use Kami is you can just click on this text box and pick a color, and then you're going to create a text box. Oopsie. There we go. And then you can just start typing in things. So let's say the geosphere, you found a rock and you found some sand, and you can make this bigger and everything too. It can be adjusted. Hopefully maybe some of you used this last year. I feel like a lot of teachers were using it last year. So you can just descriptively, so a rock, maybe you could say it is round. It is round. And then you found another rock that contains fossils. We all know, if you haven't had me yet, Miss Sparks struggles with spelling. I am on the struggle bus with spelling. Hooked on Phonics did not work for me, so I tried. But you know what does work for me? Spell check. So you can do, once again, you can kind of play around with that text box. You can change even the colors or the font size and everything else like that. So you'll fill all this in, and then I'm in the teacher version, so mine looks a little bit different, but there should be a button up here that will say turn in. All you have to do is click it, and it will pop right back into Canvas for myself. So if you have problems with that, once again, remember, I always have my office hours from 9:15 to 9:45. So if you have problems with it, just pop in and let me know, and we'll kind of work through it together. So that's always an option there. So this activity is going to be working with Kami, which we'll use kind of a lot, because I can't give you paper, so I'm going to have to use this as a tool. So you can see there's also things you can change up here, the font if you want to go crazy, whatever it may be. So that is there for you. Hopefully it was helpful. Make sure you go back and actually watch the video of me going over the notes to kind of help you decipher what are some things that would be limited to the lithosphere, the atmosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere. Have a good day.